The Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2019. What's going on out there, world? It's your boy Tommy on the spot. Happy Monday to all of you guys. A jam-packed Wrestling Monday, so I'm going to get right into it today. It was just announced via Yahoo Sports, and WWE confirmed that the Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim Neidhart will be going into the WWE Hall of Fame. The original Hart Foundation, at least the original two members, the tag team specialists, if you will, taking their place, the rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame. They will join Harlem Heat, Degeneration X, the Honky Tonk Man, Tori Wilson, and Sue Atchison in this year's class. It remains to be seen if they add one more inductee into this year's class. You would think maybe one celebrity to round out the class next week, but we'll wait and see. Obviously, this is a really deserved induction. This is actually Bret Hart's second induction into the WWE Hall of Fame, so ironically enough, he'll join Shawn Michaels and Booker T this year in all becoming repeat inductees into the WWE Hall of Fame, joining Ric Flair, who's the only inductee to currently have two different inductions into the WWE Hall of Fame. So, obviously though, Hart Foundation, that was what tag team wrestling was in the 80s. You know, when I think about tag wrestling in WWE, you had the Hart Foundation, you had Demolition, you had the Rockers. Those were your teams that you'd really look back on and really defined tag wrestling when it was at its heyday. You had the power of Jim the Anvil Neidhart, always sitting there with that big cackle and pulling onto the beard. And then you had, obviously, the excellence of execution, Bret Hart, for a number of years, really from 1986 until 1992-ish, or 91, I guess. Bret Hart was a tag specialist before he went on to become one of the biggest stars in the history of WWE. So it's great. Bret will obviously be there to accept on behalf of both him and Jim. Obviously, Jim passed away, unfortunately, late last year, around the summer of 2018. So I'm sure Natty will be in attendance. It'll be a really emotional time. But again, a really deserving inductee, at least in my opinion. Really interesting to note, this was originally reported as the first inductee in the Hall of Fame from a number of different outlets. And it was originally reported that it was going to be the Hart Foundation, including the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. However, when it was introduced today, it was just the tag team of Bret and Anvil, the originals. Obviously, I know that Jimmy was with them, but it doesn't appear that he'll go in with them this time. Maybe they didn't want Jimmy to have a second induction. Maybe they just couldn't get Jimmy to agree to come to the show. Who knows? But I, for one, am all for this. Let me know what you think about this induction in the comment section below. Again, it is WrestleMania season. We are ramped up right now on tons of wrestling news. But the Hart Foundation going into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2019.